welcome back to All the Mods 9 episode something. Not really sure what episode it's on. But right behind me, you'll see we have the bee house here. I've been busy between episodes as per usual. And then if we go ahead and come back to first person, you'll see it doesn't look nearly as bad as it used to. Doesn't look great, but still, I think it's a big upgrade from what we had. Instead of all just like strips like this, now we've got some new blocks from chips, which I have recently discovered is in this pack, and I am using it a lot. So yeah, if we come into here, between episodes, I also bred up some bees. Everyone's kind of busy. I put in some elevator blocks in here as well. I have radioactive bees in here still. Weird. It wants to make a uraninite bee now. I don't want a uraninite bee. So, but we've got all our normal vanilla bees down here just doing their thing, just making honey for me and stuff. As you can see, we've been collecting a lot of honey. And then if we come back up, you'll notice I have a block of uranium here, and we have all radioactive bees in here, kind of more or less doing their thing. At least I think they are. They were all like pollinated, and then they came in, and no one's produced any honey or any combs. So hopefully that's what they do. Advanced beehive. They produce a comb. They're supposed to. Anyway, I'll let them do their thing. And then up here is going to be our processing area. So the combs all come up here from this level because this is where I care about what the bees produce, really. And then everything will come up there and be processed. And if we come out here, you'll notice there's a new building over here that was not here last time. But what it is going to be our train depot. So like I said, I mentioned it at some point, I'm not really sure, that I want to have our what am I trying to say here? I want the transportation of our items to be done by train and not by like ender chests, or at least where I can stop it for the most part. Oh, okay. So yeah, I also upgraded the house a little bit just with the new chip stuff. It looks a little bit better than it did. I'll probably upgrade it as the series goes on, but whatever. So yeah, this will be our train depot. So this is going to be where all the trains exit, get refueled with water for steam and everything like that. And then kind of come out here and get sorted into wherever they need to go. This lane right here is going to be for export only. So meaning any train that comes in here will be us exporting items to, like, for instance, let's say a reactor needs uranium and that's important. So there'll be like a dedicated train that comes in here, gets loaded up with uranium, goes out, and then goes to wherever I decide to put the reactor. That's all I really did for episodes, honestly. I'm a really bad builder, so stuff like this, it might look, mediocre, but it takes a lot of brain power for me to do this. And, I think I put enough time into this world so far. I think it's time to actually start progressing. So one of the first things I want to do is for the bees to speed them up. We can do productivity alpha, which takes in draconic chunks, which means we need draconic combs. Draconic combs come from draconic bees, shocker. And then they don't need any flowering in the end, but if we bring them here, they'll need the egg, which means we need to go kill the dragon. So to kill the dragon, if we come back upstairs and we come over here, wrong chest. We have the ender pearls. I guess we do have blaze rods, huh? Well, let's see. Is there any way I can, as of right now, can they go in like an enrichment chamber or something? A sag mill? It's just a sag mill. Kind of looks like sag mill's our only option right now. And it gives us 4. Is it worth it? Avoid. Oh, I think we can do this actually. This doesn't seem. Give me that. And then what I do with. I think I know what I did with it. Oh, there's 1 iron bar. Here is our void chassis. Get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. And then we just need the sag mill, right? This seems pretty easy to make. Actually, I just finished the craft without recording it. But here's our sag mill. And we can just go ahead and plop this down here. And then, oh, you need capacitor. Seems like this one's our best bet here at a 2.2, but a 2.7 modifier. So if we come over here and just slap that bad boy on, you'll take some of that, and then we just Macerate or Saget. I don't know what the correct word is there. I don't think we need this much blaze powder, but we now have it. So we can now make 16 Eyes of Ender, and we can now go find the dragon. However, there is one thing I want to do before the dragon, and that is get some kind of flight so we can get rid of the end crystals. And I think the best way to do that is just get a jetpack. It's relatively easy. I think our biggest hangup might be redstone, but right now we just need 3 leather. We should have 3 leather, right? Oh no, I always get the wrong one. Yeah, we have more than enough. And here's our first wood jetpack. It is nighttime. Here's our stone jetpack, and I think we should be able to make it to an iron, I would think. Yeah, it's still the same basic coils, so should work. And here's our iron jetpack. Those iron farms really come in handy. There's an iron jetpack, and then can we boost it to tier 3? Do we think? The only part that kind of sucks is we are using basically all of the redstone we have. I have not looted any redstone, so we're kind of running low on that. And here's the gold jetpack. I think that's where we'll have to probably stop it. So it's a tier 3. And next one's diamond. And I guess we could go emerald, but I don't think we have the redstone. I want to save our redstone. That's our only problem. Not the emeralds, the redstone. Chickens not drop feathers anymore. I need the feathers for the books and quills. And it's looking like this dude's only dropping eggs. Give me some feathers. You don't... So it says next egg. I guess they don't drop feathers. I mean, I guess we have eggs. We got so lucky. I need a bow or something to shoot the dragon with because we have nothing. But we have infinity here. True shot would be kind of nice, but I think infinity is the better call here. So infinity, there we go. We don't have to worry about arrows, really. Guess I should leave it in there. I didn't realize one of the quests gave me Eyes of Ender as a reward for making one, but I don't really think it matters. We just keep 12. I think 12 should be good. I know Eyes of Ender are used for other recipes, so we have it. I was going to try and get a better sword because this one just it sucks. But I think we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way and just... Well, semi-vanilla old-fashioned because we do have a jetpack. But I think 1.5 million should be good. And then, wait, do you actually... Can I put this in a slot? I can. So I can wear that and my armor. Let's go find a dragon. This is actually pretty fast. We have good... It's our first form of flight, and we're just zooming already. I forgot how fast these are. Our first Eye of Ender just broke. That's dumb. This dude just spawned, like, as I was traveling, and he's selling a bow for 5 iron and 10 emeralds, which for us is really good, and this seems actually like a really good bow to grab. So I'm gonna grab it. And this bow is now ours. Now we have a pretty good bow. Look at that. I just found this tower with the stuff. Look at the first crystal I find. For our brand new bow that has a socket, increases the thing by 40%. And ignored, oh no, just yeah. That's insane. I'm not sure if I want to use it on this one, but I mean, we might as well. What else is in here? 35% arrow velocity. I think I might use this one instead. Look at this tower I found. Holy. That's pretty cool. Wait, is this a dungeon? That's a dungeon. Is this a dungeon? You got lights. I don't know if it's I don't think it's a dungeon, but it's got this cool armor up here. Just go ahead and see what it's holding. Let me in. A diamond helmet. Section 3, Unbreaking 2, Cursive Binding though. Minus 8% speed. That's kind of sucky. It did have deep slate diamond ore in here. And soulbound efficiency. Diamond silk touch book. That's huge. We already have it, but mending book. That's huge. Prot 2. It's I'll take that though. All right, this place is so far away. I had to come back and recharge my jetpack, but I did find some more things to use here for our bow. So this one will add 10% draw speed, and then not that one. Arrow velocity. I think I might have put the wrong one in. Whoopsie. This one, yeah, 30% arrow damage. So let's also do that. So now we have plus 60% draw speed, and then we got another, what, plus 50% arrow damage. So I think this is so good that I think I'm just going to go ahead and put mending, the mending book we got on this. And turns out, for whatever reason, cannot do that. Finally, I have found this place. Dear God. Let's open up our map real quick. We are 8,000 blocks away from home. That's ridiculous. It's not even like we walked that far from spawn either. 8,000 blocks. It is finally time. Let's go in. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic, but we got the shader. I didn't grab his breath because I don't really, or her breath because I don't really care right now. Golden Hearts, Dragon Scale, Arcane Essence, the usual. So next up is to figure out where did you just go up here? Where did the egg just go? Oh my god. I've located the egg. Boop. Boop. Now we just need the bees. Also grab some obsidian while we're here because I know I'll need it, and this is the best place to get some with Vein Miner. Well, 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 who do we have here? Ender bee. This is me from the future. Yes, I am fully aware now that that's not even the correct bee. You know what? I have footage, and I'm gonna use it. Looks like this also completed the quest for us, so now we have our bees, our flights. Excuse me. I'll be taking that. Go ahead and claim those quests that we got. So we got the Finding the End, got some nether quartz and killing the dragon. We got that. And some gem dust, which also gives us another quest. And apotheosis. Oh, a god forged pearl. That's actually huge. Let's get some smooth stone, I guess, and some more gem dust. Go ahead and claim that as well. And then our bounty board, kill the ender dragon. What did we get for that? Is it gonna show up here? Iron sight? Okay. That's pretty upsetting. Orb of flights. Take that, and then the cataclysm mod. Visit the end. Cool. Now that we're back here, let's go ahead and create our anti-teleportation for the ender bees, which are living right there. We got our dragon egg. So let's come up here. Let's put them over here, I guess. Then we'll put a expansion box down there. Put the egg here, I guess. And then we'll come in here. Prevents bees living in this hive from teleporting. So we should be able to just go ahead, do that. You should find your hive. Don't teleport, please. Please don't. Where are you going, buddy? Your home is here. Don't interact. Do your thing. How much your where to go? Where'd the bee go? Alright, can I just like shift click you in here? And you'll go in your home? Alright, cool. So it looks like one did go in here, so we at least have one ender bee. I think I'm gonna have to grab a whole bunch of them and then come back and just hope 4 more of them decide to go in here. I think that's what I have to do. And so I think until it gets in here, this upgrade won't take effect. Luckily, these bees are everywhere. I'm being attacked. Or I can just fly away, buddy. Also, I was just sitting up here doing research. Looks like the ender bee that I'm grabbing does produce the ender comb. However, they need chorus flowers or chorus plant to work, not the ender dragon egg. I don't know who uses that, but it's not them. This dude just spawned right in front of me. Oh my god. Did those just teleport me? Or is it the other guys? Oh, he's got a lot of health. That's not worth fighting, I don't think. Nice, it's nighttime and raining, so it's probably a better time to do it. I laid down two and they went directly for the hive, so yeah, they're all trying to hide in their home. There we go. Now we have 5 ender bees. So I guess we can go ahead and sleep to get our frames back since it's raining. Go. And I'm thinking, look at all that radioactive. Look at them all. Look at them all. What's our quest, huh? Interesting. There we go. I did not realize that this thing grew. It grew a lot too. So next up on the list is figuring out a way to process what we get. So the combs we get out of these. And I think we're going to use a powered centrifuge just because that makes sense, I guess. All right, cool. So I got a little bit of head start here because I just kind of forgot to record. But we have our powered centrifuge up here. Obviously, there's nothing in it right now. And we're using the solar array that we use to power the stuff down there to power this. Energy cube here because I do care if this is running 24/7. I want it to be running 24/7. So I want an even bigger buffer than what the cables carry. So we'll buffer up some energy here. And then all we need to do is really, since we're not taking any honey from these guys in forms of bottle, I think we should be able to just get our logistical transporter and just pipe it on out. Oh, wait, I can pipe out of the expansion box? This is huge news. This will be our inputs. This will be, we'll extract from here. Cool, so now we're pulling those. They should be going into here, then we should be auto-processing it. Let's see if we get our first piece of uranium. We got a little bit of wax. What does wax even do? I also kind of want this honey to fill all the way up before I decide if how I want to do it. If I want to add on extra trash cans or whatever, just because I'm not gonna be using the honey really, and if we can save a little bit in this buffer, that's fine. If not, oh well. We do need to find a way to get rid of the wax though. These guys are also working as expected, which is really cool, except they do produce chorus flower and chorus fruit, neither of which I really need. We can use this as our chorus production as well. I have a botany plot in there that's growing some chorus because I thought we might need it. But I just get rid of it actually. We need to use this all together. But we're going to have to find a way to filter, and I'm not sure if logistical transporters have filters or not. Also, it looks like if the honey maxes out, it'll just keep working, so I don't need to actually trash it. We need to leave it the way it is. And unless we decide to actually do something with it, it can just stay here. I don't really think there's much in the way of honey that I can really do. I think this is it. I make honey blocks out of it, but we don't really need honey blocks because we have just so much honey, and honey blocks aren't really that useful outside of productivity upgrades, which I guess is pretty big. Maybe. I was thinking about ways to filter items, and I couldn't find anything without using pipes, and pipes is kind of easy. I don't want to use all the diamonds or in order to upgrade the pipe to be able to filter, and it just seems like a waste. So I think I'm gonna go with modular routers to filter the items over there. I also have some more news. Out of all the uranium combs we got, we didn't even get a stack and a half of uranium. Sucks. I finally figured it out. I don't know why I always forget how to use modular routers. Like, I love them, but I always forget how to use them. So, as you can see, I kind of set it up for the radioactive. As of right now, it's not working right now because we're all filled up with wax. However, if we come and grab this singular sender module, it should link up to that. And then if we just start sending stuff, it will go there. So right now it's kind of blindly doing it. What we need to do now is come here, set this to the ender comb, open this, and then have it only Uh, this module will only run if the filter matches. So we have it on whitelist mode right now, I think. And then if we go ahead and put this in, yeah, it should start pulling the ender combs from this right here, since the expansion box has access to the inventory. So now that we have that figured out for combs, I need to get this debacle figured out. But other than that, we need to also pull out the other miscellaneous. So I had a bunch of stuff set up that all failed, and I cut it all out. So it's also going to give us chorus flower and chorus fruit. So we need to also pull that into something else. So if we come down here and like slap down another modular router, for example, and then we get our polar mark, not the one, we want the polar mark, not the sender. Here it is, the polar mark 2. I have so much stuff in inventory from like trying to get stuff. So the polar mark 2, and then we blacklist ender combs on this. Then we should be able to blacklist the ender comb, and then it'll start pulling stuff from there. And then from there, I think we can just either sender it. We'll just use a sender because we have it. So we will send it right now, for at least we'll send everything into this chest here. So there. So now this thing will pull everything else out of here. That's not the ender comb, and then we'll put it in this chest here. I think we'll use this for all the other ones that we use as well. So now we need a way to bring out the wax. Now we have the trash can here, and I have this set to a trash can. We should just be sending it. And then we can get upgrades for it to make it faster and everything, which I think we will. It looks like we're putting in ender combs in here somehow. They snuck past the radioactive comb or something. Not totally sure. Ow. So this is kind of one of the reasons I want not the simulation thing, because sometimes when the radioactive bees come out, they give you nausea. So now we have an automatic system for, you know, processing the combs. We just need to store all the actual stuff, I guess. So we should have another polar mark 2 here. Sender module it to here. And now our chest should fill up with everything that we want and none of the wax. I think next up is just getting speed upgrades on these things, but I don't think the homes can keep, or the thing keep up. Why aren't you processing? So it turns out these ender bees aren't at all what I want. What did I grab? So for whatever reason, they don't even process in here. You have to use a heated centrifuge, which is insane. So we get liquid chorus for what? All right, God, we gotta get more bees. I just went ahead and pulled this module out for now, and then we'll just honestly, we'll just take this and then just block it, and then we'll just pull everything out of that hive into here. So I don't even care if it's the combs or whatever, because we don't want them in here. So I also decided to get a little buffer here of honey just in case we decide to use it. We'll have an extra buffer here. This holds 32 buckets, I believe. So whatever we start processing now from the radioactive bees we'll get. As you can see, we only have this much, so we definitely need an upgrade for those. It also looks like for whatever reason, the bees just trade homes. So this was definitely full of all radioactive, and then one of the radioactive went in here, and I got a comb out of it. So I'm just trying to quarantine these guys off into their own thing. I guess this works for now, but until we get that simulation thing going, which we definitely need to do. So the simulator here needs. Wait, what? I thought this needed more. It's just pearls and blaze rods? What was I'm about to lose my mind. What was I even looking at? And here we go. A simulator upgrade. So now they will no longer leave their hive. And then I can just like keep putting thing next to thing next to thing, and everyone will stay content. So they need a thing. Then hopefully I can just put the chorus fruit down. And I'm not sure about them actually, because I think they need the actual fruit. I think it's just going to keep growing no matter what. I'm not sure. They might have to stay contained like this, but everyone else can just have their own one block and they'll all be fine. Here's what I needed the Draconic bits for, is the productivity stuff. So we need the Draconic trunk. The Draconic trunk comes from Draconic comb, which comes from a Draconic bee, not an ender bee. I see my mistake. Draconic bees operating in the end do not need any flowering Draconic essence from the air while operating in any other dimension. Must have another pollination source. So they just an obsidian nest with dragon's breath, huh? I'm gonna lose. I have to go refight the dragon. Obsidian nest acquired. Alright, let's see how this works after I spent all that time wasting my time. Alright. Come on. I forgot there's a cooldown. I don't want to use all my bottles, so we can either go for 2 or let's see, can Draconic bees breed amongst themselves? Do any flowers absorbing Draconic acid from the air while operating the engine? This is the only way to get them is by doing this method, which is more than depressing. So we got what? 1200 seconds. How long is that? That is 20 minutes.
Yoink.
All right, the bees have finally made it safe and sound back home. This has been a whole ordeal, man. But they're in here. I got the simulator upgrade in here, and it's already hooked up upstairs to our modular router. So once they ever decide to produce combs, which is already a pretty low chance, because if we look up Draconic bee and then look up here, it's only got a 40% chance to produce anything. And then you come into here, it's only got a 30% chance to produce Draconic dust. So we're looking pretty bad, which is why I got 3 instead of just 1. But need the upgrades. So I'm gonna AFK for a little bit and see. We'll see how it goes, really. All right, here's the moment of truth. I am finally back. I just decided I would go ahead and edit the entire video up until this point. So it's all been edited, which is good. This holds more than 32 buckets. Let's see, everyone's been doing their job. I already see it, dude. I can't even get the surprise to open 30 or 3 Draconic dust, man. And only 60 of these. Okay, I think 3 Draconic dust is good, and it's good enough for 1. We're gonna make 1. And I forgot you need 9 for a chunk, which means I need 18 in total. This is gonna be a long one. I've decided this is just gonna take way too long, so I'm gonna go kill more gas, I guess, and then go kill a dragon for the 3rd time this episode. All right, this is actually insane. I've been AFKing for a couple hours at this point, just doing things, and we've got enough for 2 chunks, which is better than nothing, but still actually insane. So here's our 2 Draconic trunks. Should be able to get an upgrade out of this. Now we need 2 honey blocks. So that's just 4 honey bottles. So maybe we'll use the honey. Boom, a productivity alpha upgrade. Very cool. Then we go ahead and put this in. So it should raise the production by 120%. We're over doubling the output of these 2. And then we need a lot more. So I mean, we're gonna have to put them in this thing here and then let it run. So because of all this time that has passed, it's been hours and hours. And we have this little uranium. I'm thinking about moving the world to a server, but I'm not totally sure if I want to like spend the money on that, you know? So I think I might as well let it sit as is. But with that upgrade in there, I think now is a good time to call it. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the bees, let them run or do whatever. or find some way to make them real fast. But I'm not going to wait or get any more of those bees, at least for a little bit. So we'll have to deal with 5 with an upgrade. And yeah, as the sun rises on this new day, we'll conclude the episode.